Good morning. How are
Good
you?
morning, Deborah, LeeAnn. How are you today?
And I am feeling like, like we're heading into a full moon or something. What is that about? Anyway, would you please introduce our topic?
So, today we are talking about Gene Key 1, the first Gene Key. And the Gene Keys are written by Richard Rudd. And this is a contemplation of like the I Ching, right? This is ancient wisdom kind of brought to a very fresh way. So, in talking about that, Gene Key 1, when we're talking about the human stuff, the shadow, it's all about entropy. And entropy can look certain ways. It can look very depressive, kind of, yeah. And then the opposite, the reactive, is very frenetic energy. So out of that entropy comes freshness.
Mm.
So it's like a new thing comes out, a new thing is born. And then the Siddhic state, or the highest essence of that consciousness, is beauty.
This is such a gorgeous key, and I was so excited. And my energy level is running at the entropic level at this morning. So entropy is a term that we use a lot of times to talk about where there's energy leaking. Where is it that you might be leaking energy? And this could easily be where you feel like you've lost your steam and you're not like wanting to go forward with this project, or your business is leaking energy or money or creativity. I mean, so there's a lot of different ways you can look at energy in relationships. Where is something leaking that is not allowing the relationship to flourish and be at full capacity? So I love that term because I look at our world and we have been doing a really good job of being running this our planet, dear Gaia, into entropy. Even though she's self-sustaining and she's doing fine, we are rapidly taking the resources that are available to us and not always doing the replenishing. So do you want to talk a bit about the the movement from entropy into freshness, and what this and how the definition of freshness, which is different from newness, what does that feel like, look like?
Well, the main thing that I got from that is when and most people feel really bad if they feel numb or if they feel um, just out of it. And I will say, for several weeks, I felt not the capacity to move, like my normal self, where things work very quickly and I am up and doing and things are clicking. I felt flat.
Yeah.
And one of the things he says is the shadow appears in your life whenever you feel flat, sad, or low. But just know that that is the chemical process that the body enters into. And if you try to comprehend it or find a reason for it, or worse of all, try to fix it, the natural process will not complete itself cleanly. So your body is already knowing what it needs to do. And so allowing yourself that grace is really important. So I was like, okay, I'm going through this. It is not something I have to attach to. I can feel it. I see it. I know that it's there. And it's basically your system is recharging, just as you were saying, like your energy is leaking. So now you are pulling all your energy back and you're recharging. And so it just kind of, you're going into a homeostasis. And
Love that. I was thinking about that with the plants. I'm bringing all these plants in for wintering in the house, and how I'm cutting them back so that they can conserve their energy and do their thing so that they can do their amazingness next spring and summer.
same kind of thing.
Love that. Thank you.
So, what happens with freshness is when it is ready to be activated within you, I think he said something about the biggest thing is overcoming the fear of making mistakes. And
Mm.
being able to, again, light your fire from within, that is automatic. Like it comes out of you naturally. You don't have to work at it. You don't have to think about it. It is something that your body just inherently says, "Ooh, let's do that," or "Let's try that." So it is, trial and error, and that is freshness, and that's where new concepts come out.
Creativity. It's the beautiful, like something that has never been here. Um, I want to just add to that because he talks about let there be light. You know, in the Bible, when God created everything, the light was the first thing, and then also fire because it's got that creative archetype and it consumes and transforms, right? So the what I love about this is he also the programming partner, which is the second gene key, indicates your true direction in life, and that Siddhic state is called unity. But this first gene key provides the actual energetic thrust to get you there. So you can see how they are both needed. You know, you need to know your purpose and where you need to go and how to get there. But this is the energetic force that thrusts you. And that is just
Well, and
so
that feels to me like very yin yang. So,
yeah,
and
yeah.
that's actually
The
the
light and the dark.
yang, and
Yeah,
then for the yin to then hold that um, orientation, so you know where to direct that energy.
yeah. And
Right.
and then what I love about this is it reenacts the as we're moving through, and you described it cleanly, moving from the entropic state into freshness. Um, if you do it cleanly, the frequency ends up being just like the creation myth, and out of the darkness, suddenly light emerges as if by magic, and low energy field switches and is experienced as joy. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
That feels so much better than the entropic state. Okay.
Yes. I
So
love that.
what else do you want to do you have anything else about freshness before we get to play with I mean, I know the genius of freshness is to bring something into the world that no one has ever seen before.
Well,
And
and it's
is that what you mean
also,
by the fear that keeps us from it?
yeah, sometimes I think that's related. The fear of looking like a fool, like, oh, I'm making mistakes. Oh, that looks foolish. I know that I've experienced a lot of that in my time, like
The
not
second
being able to
guessing.
be
Hmm.
fully expressed. I was poo-pooed or, knock that off. It's too silly or whatever. But it's when um, that creative impetus. I love how he says it's God at play.
Oh,
You're you are being able to experience that life, that freshness, that just has never necessarily been seen before.
and it's also us doing our thing, us
Yeah,
being our creative, unique spark.
right. We're not trying to
So I get
copycat somebody else. Why
Yeah,
would you?
and that feels so good, and that is energizing. And I
Yeah,
think very often when we get like, oh, who am I to do? Oh, no, I can't do that. Oh, I can't put that out, or whatever, that second
right.
guessing
It's
thing.
that self-judging.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which
So
is
it's the
topic.
joy de vivre.
Oh, I love it.
So that's
Okay.
that freshness, and then moving into the beauty part. And he talks about a little bit of that this being the Promethean fire. This is
Mhm.
as you were describing, the power of light and fire, and taking those risks. And what happens at this state of beauty is when all the creative rebels are like working in concert and reconnecting to their heart and like building something brand new that has never been seen before.
The um, this is also in the Codon Ring of Fire, which I'm so curious to learn more about. That particular chapter has not been, the deep dive has not been released yet by Richard Rudd. So,
And I want to say this because sometimes when you think of beauty, or you think that it has to be extraordinary, But it also can be in the very ordinary or mundane states too, but you really witness it, and
And
it's
it's a sense too. I always think of beauty as being a visual sense. And the Navajo have a beautiful saying of may you walk in beauty. May you
mm,
walk with beauty. It's
that's
kind of like
beautiful.
grace. To
Mhm.
me, we use grace a lot, but it's that state of uh so it's more than just the visual beauty. It is the being beauty, which is different from being beautiful, which, I think our culture has a lot of weight in. Any other thoughts on that? Did you look at the physiological or the amino acid or anything? And then I'll do the
The
mudra
the physiology of this, I'm kind of curious what it means, but it's the liver.
processing.
Yeah.
That's also where we everything is filtered through that. I think about our digestive and our elimination systems, and I every day as I process everything, I'm like, oh, thank you, systems, for all working. I don't have to know how you work, and that's an even better thing. That, like you were saying, like the more questioning we are when we're feeling entropy, the longer that will take
Right.
till the freshness shows up. And I think it is. It's like letting our brain relax so to let the freshness show up. Um, okay, I'll do the mudra. This
You
is
have a mood.
fascinating to me. You take your right hand and you put it up, and you can have it face the sun if you're outside, or like for me, the east is over here. I can face it that way. And you imagine the sun connecting through that. Meanwhile, your left hand is on your belly.
Hmm.
And so what you're doing is the sun is the most powerful light and fire source we have. You imagine that the center of your palm is receiving that light and that power. And it's going through your palm, down your arm, through your heart space, and into your belly and collecting there. And so your left palm on your belly is able to feel that energy moving up, moving around. Then you play the game of, can I imagine my feet bringing up Gaia energy up through my legs and into my belly, and then out through my arm and through my hand and going back to the sun. So we get to become the connector between the sun and the planet, our Mother Earth. So taking some time, and if you're standing, unlock your knees, let there be fluid energy flow of this light and fire. Oh,
It's so beautiful.
it is. Well, final thoughts, wishes?
Um, I thought about work your light, just
Ooh,
pulling a card really quick.
okay.
Um, what is coming up for this week that might be helpful for us in this
With this
freshness?
big new moon, I mean full moon. Big, big.
Woo! The supermoon.
Yes.
Okay. Top, middle, or bottom?
Middle.
Middle. Hmm. Leap.
Talk about freshness. I'm going somewhere new.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
What
is
is it?
all
Oh, you
about
go first. Oh,
you go first. The universe
we'll catch you.
will catch you. So enjoy the leap, my friends,
Yeah.
and
And
take the risk.
I love that. Okay, into freshness. Here we go. Take good care, everyone. Thank you for being with us.